Throughout the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there has always been an established meta. And that meta goes on to influence what people typically play at the larger events. But what if you took a list of every deck from the September 2011 meta, randomized them, and put them into their own single elimination bracket tournament, allowing for exactly one of every different type of deck to be represented? In this series, Joe and I will be playing out a full single elimination bracket tournament. Each week, Joe and I will be playing a different deck, and whatever deck wins will move on, and whatever deck loses will be eliminated. The goal of this series is to see if the traditional meta will reign supreme, or if a new champion will be crowned. Be prepared for jank winning, meta losing, and for the format as we know it to be turned upside down. Welcome to the Tournament of Tournaments.
Alright, so today I'm playing a version of Gladiator Beasts that's not necessarily what you would have seen at the time. A lot of people heading into the beginning of this format were really excited about A Hero Lives, a card that basically lets you special summon Prisma out of your deck. In retrospect, I think that strategy one didn't do all that great overall, and I don't necessarily think that that's necessary for this deck to be successful. Paying half your life points makes cards like Solemn Warning a little bit worse. Obviously, you can play Warning first, but if you have to pay 4,000 life points on turn 1 for Hero Lives, now you're down to only one Warning activation. It just makes you really vulnerable. I don't kind of want to play the entire game that vulnerable. It's not like one Prisma special summon from your deck is enough to completely snowball the game. You need a lot to also go your way, so I kind of like more of a controlling than explosive build of Glad. So what we have here is a Gladiator Beast deck that tries to utilize Prisma, because I think it's an important piece to the Glad strategy, but do so sort of in the more traditional way where we're just playing a bunch of defensive traps and not relying on cards like Trap Stun and Hero Live to make these really explosive plays.
Guys, Joe is living in Edison format if he thinks that A Hero Lives isn't the play in Glads, but that's fine. Speaking of Edison format, just a heads up, at the start of this video, during our gameplay, I may or may not have had the Edison format fan club above my head, just like this, during like the first few minutes of the game. That was there for a Carpath video that I participated in. If you haven't seen it, go to his channel. You'll figure that one out. That being said, we're playing Karakuri today, and I'm actually a big fan of this deck because I think it has a lot of plays. It's definitely a tier 1 deck of the format that honestly flies under the radar. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to play it. And part of it has to do with the fact that all of them have that clause of they must attack if able, which can create some weird situations for you because of that clause. That being said, the deck is very explosive. It can OTK out of nowhere, and also I throughout the different builds I've tested some with Instant Fusion and with Decree main, stuff like that, and then this one I actually found that I think I might like this build a bit better than the one that I created. And this is the one that topped YCS Kansas City, which is a slightly different format, but the build for the most part is relatively the same. It just had to be tweaked or whatever for September 2011, not YCS Kansas City, where Photon Shockwave was legal. So yeah, it's overall just a really well-rounded deck, and I like the slow control version a bit more because instead of trying to combo off and do your draw 2 combo with Barreto, which does feel really good, post side that becomes pretty easy to out when your opponent's siding in Cyber Dragons, and almost every deck in this format sides Cyber Dragons for the Steel Show or for the Karakuri matchup, which is why I think it's really important to kind of play that slow oriented style and maybe opt to avoid going into these synchros in game 2 and 3, just to play a safer game. That being said, it's still a really explosive deck. It has a lot of different play opportunities, and if you're worried about the must attack if able clause, you can always just enter battle phase, go to main phase 2, and then normal summon your merchant or whatever you got to do. So yeah, really excited to play this deck. Looking forward to it. Let's hop into those matches. All right. Tournament of Tournaments, episode 18. We're playing 2 pretty meta-relevant decks this week, which is kind of exciting. I know that you're a big Gladiator Beast fan, but honestly, I'm a big Karakuri fan. I played this deck historically, and I think it's one of the more underrated decks of this format.
Yeah, it's definitely a scary deck. High upside. High upside.
Stay my main real quick. I think I'll just start with a Gen X Neutron. I'll set one card. And I'll go in phase and search.
Yep.
Set the Koichi.
All right.
Sure. It's fine.
Summon.
Summon is fine. I will Mirror Force. You have Lance and Shrink? No. Okay. That's on back row. Drop.
You're good.
Standby main. I'm gonna Randy space one of these. That'll be this one. Oh, that was not the good one. All right. We're gonna normal summon Komoichi.
Let me think here. So at level 7. Sure.
Additional normal summon quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will synchro for 7. Make the beret. Tragic. That was like pretty much everything. Yeah, I guess we'll just go battle phase 17 in. And I will end my turn. Switch to defense.
Yep. End of battle phase.
Yep.
All right, go.
Damn. That's not bad. It is kind of stinky though. I'll just pass.
All right, you definitely don't have Smashing Ground then. That's what I was afraid of. So what do you have in hand? Just Gores plus Mind Control without anything to do with it, maybe? Plus Traps, maybe you just want to play Gores. That's not the best. Huh. Yeah, okay, attack.
Take it.
Attack.
I'll take it. And yeah. That's
No Gores?
no.
Okay. Alright. Do it like this. Give me this. In person, whenever I play with a Sam Knight, I have one of my dice in my calculator case are like playing cards, king, ace, jack, etc. I always put the crown on top of Sam Knight when he's upgraded. So he's got the crown right now.
Oh my god. Ah. This is certainly an interesting one. God, it's so bad. I think I'm just gonna set 2 and pass.
So you had a card already and now decided to set 2. Okay. This is where we're going to set like Book of Moon or something because you're afraid of dying. Okay. pile. An end of battle phase.
Yep.
Shuffle back a quest. Is that good?
Yep.
Attempt to activate effect on the one in the middle.
I'll chain it.
I will do this on Sam Knight.
I will chain book on the Sam Knight.
Yep. 2 great.
Wait, so it all dies, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the Laquari in the third back row. Come on, big money. No. The back row is just so freaking scary. There's like nothing I can get because I know at least one of them is Chariot, probably two. I know there's probably a Shrink, or I guess you use the Lance, but there's a good shot you have another one. It just makes this even more awful. Yeah, I think I'll just set that and pass.
Alright, we got their Mirror Person Torrential, so summon another one.
Sure. In response to the attack, I will compulse the Laquari.
Sure.
And then I'll drop a Gores. That's what I thought.
End of battle phase.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Alright, well, we're gonna make the attempt. Monster Reborn, target Gores.
Thinking for a sec. I guess I'll do this.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, it's just game.
Alright.
I had this Reborn, like you said,
Yeah.
like I had the option to make a play, but I just knew that like it was probably Chariot plus damage step spell, and that's actually really hard to deal with because like I can't swing over what you have. I was thinking of like trying to like book one of your monsters, like book like a quest or something, and then swing over with like a Monster Reborn quick. But then my fear was if you had Shrink, then I just get blown out and I use all my resources on that play. Yeah. Yeah. So like I had a good idea of what your back row was. I just had no idea how to play around it. I don't really think I had an option outside of like my desperation play was just drop Gores. But like this was like I had Kamoichi and then I ripped this strategist, which is the last thing you want to draw. But yeah, it just felt way too hard for me to actually play. But
best card.
That's fine. It is.
I used to make fun of the card
Shrink
10
is
years ago.
nuts.
I used to just make fun of people that play the card and their like beatdown decks and their good stuff decks. It's just the best card in Gladiator Beasts.
Played Shrink.
Yeah, like people used to play that card when it came out, when it got reprinted. People used to play it. People actually, when it was a prize card, would just play it in their deck because it was a prize card. But
Yeah.
I used to make fun of it. The card is absolutely just insane.
Yeah. The more I thought about it, it's like it's almost more threatening than Lance.
It's literally
just
the
because
same
you
card.
know. Yeah. But it's worth like the half attack is actually
Yeah.
significant. Like it beats over anything. It's crazy. Alright. We'll give it a go. Alright. I'm gonna draw for turn. We'll go standby main phase. Ooh, this is actually really interesting. This could just be the most broken turn one hand I could ask for against your deck.
Resolves.
We'll do normal Kamoichi, additional normal summon Inishi
Resolves.
or Merchant. I'm gonna search, not Inishi. It's 6 We'll add another Kamoichi to hand. And I'm just
Sure.
gonna sink 5 into Nat Beast.
Resolves.
And then I'll set 1 and pass to you.
Summon.
Summon is fine.
Go.
End phase.
Yes.
Draw. Standby main phase.
Yep.
I am going to normal Kamoichi.
Yep.
Additional normal summon quick.
Mm-hmm.
Sink 7. Make Beret.
Yep.
We'll do Beret's effect
Mm-hmm.
to special summon another quick. Enter battle phase. Attack the Sam Knight. Effective quick.
Yep.
Nat Beast, yeah, 26. And then main 2 will continue the the hard lock. Make a land toys. Good luck playing the game.
I mean, I'll try.
Test Tiger's the out.
Effect.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do we have DD Crow?
No DD Crow.
Darius effect. Target bestiari.
We'll use Landois to negate and pop.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. the old Decree Nat Beast special with the Landois to combo. Holy shit. That was just kind of unplayable. But, damn, quick one.
Yeah, I suppose I should have just went Test Tiger Prisma turn 1 into your Natura Beast back row. I would have been in better shape, but I was afraid that,
yeah.
I had Compulse. Like I said, Compulse, Lance, and War Chariot. I guess even if you had Decree, then I at least had the backup plan of going that Prisma play, but if you didn't have Decree, I was in amazing shape. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Alright. Standby main phase. This is where the game 3 Jar of Greed side is nuts. Alright, no Jar of Greed side. I'm gonna... Special.
Mm-hmm.
Normal. Attack. In main 2, I'll set 2 and pass. Alright, so I can't get Test Tigered, which is cool. I mean, I kind of can, but
Normal.
Summon is fine.
Summon Test Tiger.
Interesting. Yeah, it's also fine.
Activate Test Tiger.
Yep.
I didn't think that was going to work. Kill Thunder King Ryo. This is in defense. Kill Thunder King.
Interesting. That's fine.
Special Test Tiger.
I think I'm gonna judge with the second Test Tiger. I feel like that puts you in a shit spot.
Okay, well, I definitely don't have a third Test Tiger as much as I'd like to.
I didn't think you would.
Go ahead. Okay, no decree.
Draw.
Nice.
I think best play is just for me to attack.
Yep.
And I'll pass back to you.
I will summon this creature.
Oh, that's fine.
No warning. Nice.
You could have crashed if you wanted to.
It was definitely an option. I thought about it.
I'll take the 2K.
Go ahead.
Rip another Cyber Dragon. Damn. I'm gonna smash.
I accept.
And I think I'll just normal Thunder King.
Yep.
Tag for 19. Go ahead.
I guess I'll summon this.
Summon is fine.
Summon is fine, huh?
Yeah.
So you didn't negate an attack with Chimera Deck. So what is this card? Just Book of Moon. I feel like you would just Mirror Force. I guess you had Smashing Ground, and holding Mirror Force is better. But I feel like Book of Mooning Chimera Tech is better than using Mirror Force because it just puts it to 0/0. So I think that's Mirror Force set.
Nice.
All right.
I'll take the 200.
Good.
All right. I'm going to normal summon this and attempt to activate effect.
Yep.
I will add Kamoichi to hand. Actually, I don't want Kamoichi. I think I'm going to take Hypa. And then I'm going to contact Fuse.
Yeah.
Swinging for 2K. Go.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What was it?
This is just Road.
What was the top deck?
Another monster.
Yeah, see, that's why I was okay with holding the Mirror Force, though, was because I had this merchant in hand. So it was like, I honestly was debating when you were thinking of MSTing the Mirror Force, if I just let the attack go through anyway and hold the Mirror Force a little longer, because I could just normal merchant. But my fear was, if this is warning, I lost the game because I had no follow-up.
Which is fair.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, the risk of putting a guy on the board against your deck, but I felt like just with my cards of Starlight Road and Cyber Dragon, I kind of had to hope you didn't have a machine, which is really wishful thinking in and of itself, but...
Yeah. That's like the bane of Gladiator Beast, though. It's like one of those decks where, like, if you get ahead on it, it feels unbeatable. Like, actually unbeatable. So strong. But if you fall behind on it, or if the game state's relatively simplified or even, it can actually be a bit of a struggle for Gladiator Beast, as long as you're not, like, putting monsters on the field for no reason. Or like your opponent isn't or whatever. But damn, that was an interesting matchup. That was a really cool matchup, if I'm being honest. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Game 2 was
I
so
felt like
winnable.
we were playing...
Like, if I just Prisma Test Staggered into your field and just like... Because I'm like, alright, I'm going to play this conservatively. I'm going to like... Just in case he's got DD Crow, I'll be able to chariot the DD Crow. Like, I don't want to run my one Bestiary into the banish pile if he sided in Crow against my Prisma-based deck. But if I just went Prisma Test Tiger into your field and popped your Decree and your ready and your thing and just set Lance and all the other stuff, like there's just no way you're coming back from that.
I didn't opt to put in Crow because I thought there was a world where you side out Prismas to counterside the Crow, in which case Crow feels really shitty.
I just think Prisma's so important in this deck. So
yeah, that's fair. I had no idea if it was gonna be relevant, and I wanted to like I actually maxed out on traps alongside Decree because I figured a well-timed Decree after a trap is actually really, really good against your deck. But like I didn't have anything I wanted to put in to just take out a bunch of traps, so I actually left in pretty much everything, which is really
I actually didn't have a lot of
really
traps
weird.
in my deck, which is gonna sound weird.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to deal with Chariot because like the more I thought of it, I was like, if I summon Komoichi and like make a level 7 play, which is 90% of this deck's plays, Chariot is just the biggest shit for me to deal with. Like it's actually unplayable, which is what I struggled with in game one. Which is why I was like, I have to have Decrees in just for that at least. But it's still relevant against other trap decks or other trap cards. It's just that's this one, and I guess Warning is another
Yeah.
big pain. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for another episode of Tournament of Tournaments. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because I upload new episodes of this series every single Friday. So be tuned in for that. Don't forget to subscribe to Joe's channel too. You know, give him some love. He's a wonderful content creator. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you guys have a great time dueling today.